They only play with good dogs. You're not being a good dog. No, no, no. Come on, no. No, they only play with good dogs. You're not being a good dog. No, no, no. Sit down. Sit. Hey, sit. Sit. Sit down.
Here's the rest of the treats.
Oh, here, sit. Sit. No, sit down. Brody, sit. Sit. Sit.
All the other dogs are distracting him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. This is my friend Steve, who is him and his wife Jeannie, who's been married forever. They have this wonderful group called Second Chance, and this video is about encouraging others to volunteer in their local community, to learn how to lose themselves in the service of others. And I'm going to just leave it up to Steve to tell you what he does and whatever he wants to say about volunteering.
Okay, well, we're out here the first Friday of every month, here being right next door to the food bank, the parking lot. Usually we're not in a tent like this, but it's raining cats and dogs today, so we're confined under here. We help dogs. We low-income pet owners on the coast here. We do flea tick treatments. First Friday of every month, we have leashes, collars, treats, toys, and we do all these things first Friday of every month. And then once or twice a year now, we do a shots clinic. That was supposed to be today, but the rain prohibited that, so on June 1st, we'll be doing the rabies shots and parvo shots and so forth. So it's great. Here, in spite of this terrible rain, we had a dozen volunteers come out, and they're really dedicated to it. They get a good feeling because they help these dogs who are in need. And of course, they also help the owners for whom the dog is their family. So it's a very worthwhile project, I think. We've been doing it for 10, 11 years now.
10 or 11 years? And how do you get your funding to provide all that you do? Because I see a lot of, we got fancy rain jackets over there for dogs. Yeah. Little old ladies are knitting special sweaters and coats for the dogs.
The Peonia Community Knit. They knit blankets for the small dogs to wrap up to. Funding, we have donation banks around.
Oh yeah, I see them at the stores. It's a little puppy dog piggy bank.
Yes,
and
we also have some dog houses now, little clear plastic dog houses. So we get money from that, from grants and donations. People remember us in their wills, say, or we've had some people who sold their property and shared the profits and doing that with them.
Well, this is wonderful. And what do you think a dog means to an indigent person or someone that's low income with very little, material possessions, very little comforts, creature comforts? What does a dog mean to these people?
Well, for them, for many of them, it's their life. That's their loved one. That's who they live with. We have a lot of seniors who are trying to get by on Social Security, and their children have grown and left, and maybe their spouse has died, and that dog is their loved one. So it means an awful lot to them.
That's right.
It's really very
It might be their only friend, and they need to be kept alive. I want to thank you on camera for something you and Jeannie did for me almost 10 years ago. My dog, well, it was about 8 years ago. My dog, she had, her lower crucia had been snapped and she needed some help. And you guys popped for, I don't know if you can do this kind of thing nowadays for the locals, but you popped for $100 at the veterinary so that even though I didn't have the money at the time, I didn't have to worry about that because you guys helped out, and I want to thank you for that.
We still do that. That's up to 150 now because the cost has gone up. So yeah, we do that. $150 per dog per year to help with
For emergencies.
sickness or injury, and make sure they get treated by a vet.
That's wonderful.
That's a big part of our program. Monetarily, it's not something that we need a lot of volunteers for. What
Yeah.
we need the volunteers for are mainly these monthly events. Have them here helping to put sweaters and raincoats on dogs, and of course putting the Frontline Plus on and getting the leashes and collars and stuff.
Well, that's wonderful, and I hope you'll always be able to do this. So when I first met you, I had no idea that you were limited. Is it limited vision?
Oh, I'm nearly blind.
Nearly blind, and you get around like anybody else. And I think,
well, not like anybody
well, I mean, you
else,
picked
but
me
I
out
get
pretty good,
around.
and I appreciate what you do.
Well,
And
thank
you
you.
guys are steady. That's the thing. Whether rain or shine, you guys are
Oh, yeah,
always
we're
here.
We've never, in 10 years, we've never missed a month.
And
I have to cut back a little bit today.
not all the volunteers can come every time, right?
No. But we have a very dedicated group. Ray here, been with us these whole 10 years.
I see how many turned out. Yeah.
Yeah, we had the whole bunch here this morning, but with the rain, we didn't need them to stay the whole day. So.
And what inspired you in the beginning to start this volunteer service?
Well, we had done volunteer work for animals with the animal shelter down in Hayward, in the East Bay, where they live. But here we just noticed that there are a lot of low-income people here for whom their dogs were their companions and they needed help. We started bringing dog food up here at the food bank, have them distribute it, and we still do that, by the way.
Yeah.
And
A lot.
then it just kind of mushroomed from there. Oh, well, they need some flea tickling. Flea tick treatment at the vet costs $20
Yeah.
a month. These people can't afford that. And then we added the sweaters, and it's just kind of grown.
Talk about the sweaters and
then
there's Steve's
adding
wife,
the
Jeannie.
help.
I'll get to you in a second. What's your name, sir? Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
What's your
My
name?
name's Ray,
Hi, Ray.
and
I'm going to get close so we can hear you. If you could speak up, that'd be awesome. All right, and you're a volunteer.
yes, well, I moved here in 2000 and retired, and decided I wanted to help in the community in any way I could, and I've always loved dogs. So we've had dogs and cats over the years, and I have 6 dogs right now.
That you're taking care of?
Yes.
Awesome.
So my wife and I both volunteered with animal help and have done so for several years. So,
With the shelter?
With the shelter, we helped out at the shelter, and we've been helping Steve and Jeannie. And we even had an organization for a while, but it kind of fell apart.
Can I ask you, how has your life improved since you started volunteering?
Well, rather than just taking care of myself at my own home and basically sitting around all day and doing nothing, I wanted to get out and meet people in the community and help the community. As a child, I'd been in 2 different orphanages and had been living with relatives at one time because my mother, who was single, couldn't fully support us kids. So anyway, I've just always had that in the back of my mind, and I just want to help people. So I kind of made that my goal in life, is to help others, and I get a lot out of it in that it kind of lifts my spirits, and makes me feel good about what I'm doing.
How do you feel about the people that you're helping, the dog owners?
Well, it's good to see other people that have had a rough background. I had a rough background and worked through it, and so I guess I could say I feel sorry for them, but it's a little more than that. I really I really want to help people, period. I don't know how to voice it correctly.
No,
but
you're doing
that's the way
great.
I
And you
feel.
know, when I first came here, I was a fire evacuee from Butte County, and I was just looking for a place that felt safe temporarily until I could figure out what to do. And I was at a major transition in my life where I didn't know where I wanted to live. And so I came here with some resources, but when you're not established, you still need the basics. So I came for the food, and then I found out this wonderful thing you guys do, and I had a dog, so I needed the help. I see a lot of people like that here, and unfortunately some of our clients, even dog owners, they'll either lose their dog to a wild animal, like a gentleman a couple months ago, a mountain lion had destroyed his dog, and that was so sad.
Yeah.
Now he's walking around alone, all depressed. And then some people die out there. Jeannie, you're a sweetheart, and you always take time for every client. Nobody gets turned away. And like I was thanking your husband, Steve, you guys helped me 8 years ago with my dog, Xena. She had broken her snapped her lower crucia in her knee, and she needed pain relief. She was in agony, and of course, you guys said yes and helped me out with a voucher to go to the veterinary clinic. Steve says you're still doing that. You give even more funds available, you know, for the local people in emergencies. But you're doing so much practical stuff here every month. And Steve's already explained about the shots and the blankets and the toys and the treats and the food. What would you say to people that are shut-ins right now that are physically able to do something in helping their local community for volunteering, whether it be for animals or what have you? How would you encourage them?
Everybody needs volunteers. We really need them. And we would let you start at a small task and work your way up. And you shouldn't be afraid to come because we welcome them. We show them what to do and they repeat the same thing. And then as we're sure that they know how to do that, we send them up to the next one. I had started a grooming program at the shelter and we took people in. First of all, we did a lot of work in Hayward. We worked in Hayward since
At the homeless shelter?
At the shelter, yes. And we would take people that wanted to groom and give the dogs a bath. And we started out, they brushed the dogs, they walked the dogs before we bathed them, and they got out of their shell meeting a lot of other people. Then they found out that the people they work with are not so different than they are, because they alone too wanted to get out and meet people, but they're too shy. And so once they got out and started meeting people and seeing the people had the same problems they did, they began to feel more at ease, and then they started talking more and volunteering, and we could always use them. There's always something to do.
Never too many volunteers.
No, never too many volunteers. Like right now we have sweaters that need to be folded because the people go through and try to find the sweater.
Now I see that a lot of these are handmade sweaters for the dogs. Who makes these things?
We buy some of them, and then some of the volunteers, or they know people that do knit sweaters, they've offered to do the sweaters.
Can you show me the products that you guys give out for
Sure,
free?
just a minute.
Yeah.
I want to tune it
Okay.
off. Sweaters were knitted by a volunteer. She sits and watches television, and to keep her fingers going, she knits these beautiful sweaters.
So even if you're homebound, there's a way you can help.
Oh, good God, yes. And we have blankets that people knit. Just a second, I can get you a blanket.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We have a blanket.
I like these. These are, hi Carol, can I put you on camera? Is that okay?
No.
Okay. You're my best friend. Well, one of my best.
Those are rainbows.
All right.
We
This is fancy. You're giving this out for the dogs.
Yeah, sometimes we find sweaters, leashes, collars, or raincoats, and we buy them, and which fits in perfect for the today's weather.
Yeah.
And anyway, we can always use help. There's so many organizations in town here that need help, that if people would just call these organizations.
And we're a small town.
Yes.
7,000 people.
Ask if they can use help, whatever it is, and then just get your foot in the door, and once you work a few hours, you become more at ease. And
When I first started at the food bank 5 years ago, they had me bagging up dog food, the dog food that you guys donate. And I thought, well, gosh, I'd like to do something bigger and better. But I did that for a while, and I realized we go through a ton of dog food, and the clients always appreciate it. And we've never run out ever.
No.
Yeah, you guys keep it flowing. What else? Other products that you give out
We
for
have
free?
toys. We have toys. People bring toys that their dogs no longer need, or they find toys in a store that do not cost a lot. They bring them, and we hand them out. We have a table with all the toys on, and the people can take what toy.
And it's so fun to play Santa Claus, giving stuff out to people. They sure appreciate it, don't they? And then we got, what, leashes over here?
We've got leashes, harnesses. You might want to.
This is their storage, facility. They're a regular thing here, so they're established, and 10 or 11 years now, you and Steve, and
Yes.
the group?
Yes.
Okay.
We started small because we couldn't afford everything.
So
and
it's
we
just
started-
you and Steve in the beginning.
Yes, yes. And then we got more of these volunteers.
How did they find out about you guys?
We meet people, we go out and talk in the community. If they like animals, I try to bring them in, because you get your hands on with the dogs by putting sweaters, leashes, collars on. And we're very careful when the people come to make sure the dogs are friendly.
Gentle with the animals, I've noticed too. Very gentle with the animals. And we get sometimes there's as many as, I would say, 30 or 40 dogs in this small parking lot area, and yet no incident.
We have Frontline Day, Clinic Day, which we get shots free of charge. They say what kind of shots they need, and we average about almost 200 dogs in 4 hours.
In 4 hours. How many clients come to you in a day, normally?
Oh, I don't know. I know that's a busy day. Maybe almost about 100, 125.
And
Except today when it's raining.
are they all clients of the food bank?
Well, they're supposed to be clients of the food bank in order to get this stuff free.
But you have been...
We don't check.
Yeah. See, you make people very comfortable. Everything's easy, accessible. That's awesome. And you guys work together really well.
Well, we got a great group of volunteers here.
Thank you for what you do.
Well, we could always use volunteers in not only our organization, but so many other dog organizations.
Do you have a
in
contact number you would like to put online right now? Or just a website, or how would they get in touch with you?
964-7770, and Steve will answer the phone.
Once again with the area code.
707-964-7770.
All right, God bless you, Jeannie. Thank you.
Well, God bless you for helping us.
All right. What are these things?
These are flea and tick shampoo. It's just to kind of help the treatment last for the full month.
The frontline treatments?
And the frontline treatments. Yeah, this is flea and tick shampoo. And I've tried it. It's very nice
Yeah.
on my dogs.
Yeah, that stuff works pretty good.
Your 6 dogs.
Yes. Actually, I only tried it on one of the 6s, the little dachshund. She has kind of a itch problem, so I was trying to help her out a little bit.
Anyway, she lost her jab.
So, 2,
Yeah, it's in private
10, 20, 30.
Right. And to help pack up.
Can I get one of your shampoo things?
Would you feel uncomfortable about me shooting your dog for a video?
No, that'd be fine.
Can I ask what his name is?
Sugar.
Sugar.
Her name.
Oh, hi, Sugar. Oh, you're a sweetheart. Oh, look at you. What kind of dog is Sugar?
She's mostly lab with Weimaraner.
Lab and Rhineweiler?
Yeah, Sugar.
Sugar, hi.
Sit down.
Hi, baby.
Down. What's your name again?
Daniel. I go by DJ.
DJ.
Yeah. Oh, she's all wet.
Yeah.
How about, did you see if they got a sweater for
Yeah,
her?
they're good.
Awesome.
I'm gonna test this one, but I think it's too small.
Sugar. Look at DJ.
Hey.
Hey, come here. Here, we probably stand back.
It's hard for the dogs to come out in the
There
rain.
you go. No, she loves the water. She goes to the beach and goes out in the water swimming. Sugar.
Oh,
Sit. Hey, look pretty. Hey, come here. There's all these different smells from all the other animals.
yeah.
Hey, Don.
I don't know. Oh, it's yours. Is that yours?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have lost an umbrella today though. It's a big wreck.
but I don't.
That's mine. All right. Nobody took it. I lost it. Okay.
Now, aren't you ashamed of yourself?
Oh, I am. Carol, can you put a word out in for the volunteers to encourage people on my channel, on the YouTube, you know, to encourage them to volunteer? And I promise to give you a copy so you know everything's kosher.
Oh, I don't need a copy. I don't even know how to use it.
Can I tell everybody how I met you?
Yes.
Okay, I was new here. I didn't know anybody, and I noticed that there was this lady with her adult son going in their SUV every day down in the harbor to feed the cats, the feral cats that nobody cared about. And then I found out. I remember I was praying for this lady that I would get to know her and find out what she does and why she does it, you know. And we became friends. And I found out that you had all kinds of stations all over town where you would feed them. You would also trap the the baby ones, so that they could have homes. And that's a wonderful thing. And after 20 years, you're doing a new thing. And what
I'm
is?
still doing it.
Oh, okay. You're still doing your
I'm not
cat
at
thing.
the harbor. My husband passed away, and I had to give up the harbor.
Yeah.
Still spay and neuter and go to the vet and get them help.
Speak up so they can hear you. So today on a rainy day, you have come out of your comfort zone to help other people.
Right.
And
The animals.
how is it volunteering for other people? What is it like?
Oh, it feels good. Sometimes you get irritated with everything, but it's so
It's
good.
easier when it's just cats, huh?
No.
No?
I love all animals. If it was lizards, I'd be here too. I've always said that because people will say, well, you're a cat person. No, I'm a critter person.
Yeah.
I feed every day 10 vultures in my yard.
10 vultures.
10 vultures. They like water and dry cat food.
Because you live in the woods.
Yeah, Country Club Road. And ravens and foxes and all kinds of things. Bear, I have mountain lion. I don't feed the mountain lion. He picks off my cats.
Yeah, I remember that.
But the vultures came because of lack of water a year ago. So I put out more water. They come in, they like the dry cat food. And I enjoy seeing them. They land on all my trees. They spread their wings. It's my little sanctuary.
So if you didn't volunteer, what would you be doing?
Oh, I've always given back.
Okay, so you've always volunteered.
Somewhere,
When was your
something.
first time volunteering? What got you out of?
Oh, well, when I moved from Alameda and working, I got here and I didn't want to be here.
You were a medical receptionist, right?
No, I was a dental assistant.
Dental assistant.
Oh,
You had a great boss.
yes. He just passed away in December. Yeah, that's always been my thing. But before my time was taken up with raising kids and a grumpy husband, and you know, so I came here and I had time to do something.
Do you have any idle time anymore?
No, because I've slowed up, so I have a hard time getting out.
So this is a good activity. What do you like most about helping with Second Chance? What do you like to do?
Well, I go out and feed my cats every night.
Yeah, but
brag.
for Second Chance, what do you like to do the most? Signing people up, or
Oh, that's fine. I like dressing the dog, matching up their fur with sweaters and jackets and things.
so they get color coordinated outfits? Is that it?
Sometimes, yeah, I can do that. Other times I can't.
Well, thank you so much for what you do. Anything else you want to share with people that haven't ever volunteered before that maybe
get out
could?
and do it and enjoy the people, and everybody's good to hang out with.
Right. People need people, right?
Right.
That's right. I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Stay home. I'm going nowhere.
Right. God bless you.
Bless you too.
Thank you. Hey Janice, this is Daniel with the Have No Fear channel, and we've been talking to Jeannie and Steve and others about why it's good to volunteer. Life is rough for most of us. For many of us, we have a hard time with our personal struggles, but when we get out of our shell and go to serve others, we forget about ourselves, and that's a wonderful thing. You were telling me a few minutes ago about different things that you like to do to volunteer. One of them is Second Chance, but just about volunteering, why would you encourage others to do the same as you're doing?
If you're helping somebody, and Second Chance is helping love dogs, and I do love dogs, so it's nice to see that people take care of them properly, and I'm helping with that. I also belong to the garden club, so I do a lot of work with that. And
What do you do at the garden club? What do they do?
we have meetings.
Okay.
We for scholarships. We donate quite a bit of money to that from we raise. In fact, we're having a plant sale coming up shortly, and that's where the money will go. It will go for scholarships. And it's just a
So
nice
there's
bunch of
education.
ladies that we love gardening.
Okay.
And I love my yard. That's where I spend most of my time, other when I'm not helping.
Yeah, when it's not raining, there's a lot of gardening to do in Mendocino County.
Well, right now, I wish that I had turned some of my pots over because this rain we had today, they're going to be floating.
So you're using your retirement years very wisely, staying busy helping other people. What's the other thing you do? Second Chance, the botanical thing, or the garden club, and what was the other thing?
My memories. The Mendocino Coast Sports Foundation. In fact, we have a fundraiser coming up next month, our annual dinner auction. It's our biggest fundraiser because we also take care of the stadium, after we built it several years ago.
Ever supposed to ask a lady how old she is?
I don't care, I'm 78 years old.
78. And you spend a great deal of your time socializing and serving others. Have you always been this way? Was there ever a time?
No, actually probably in my younger years raising family and stuff and that I did not. But I lost my husband several years ago. He was killed in the woods. I had to do things to keep myself occupied. Otherwise I'd have probably lost my marbles. But and my dogs, they help with that. We have 6 dogs in my house.
6 dogs?
6 dogs. And they
Holy moly.
And my biggest mistake in my life was not getting a dog many years ago when I lost my husband. You know how much love that would have been for me? And people should do that because now these dogs, they just love me to pieces.
I'm thinking I should get a dog again. I had to put my dog down because she was in so much pain.
Because
But there's plenty of dogs that need homes.
well, that's what we are. We have dogs that need home. We've gotten them from Stephen and Jeannie because they needed homes
So you're
for
like
dogs.
you provide a temporary foster home for these then?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there was a couple of dogs we knew of were not being mistreated by the owner. So my friend who lives with me, he took these. One's a Jack Russell. Now that's an experience.
those are
but you know
smart
what?
dogs.
That dog likes to be loved. He sits by me all the time.
Awesome. God bless you.
Now is the time. This is the place.